Happy Sunday, everyone. Today is April 12th. It is 8:22 in the morning here in Arizona, and I wanted to quickly go live to talk about what is being shared right now. As you can see, based off of market's reaction from highs of for BTC of nearly 74,000, as there were going to be talks in Pakistan from the US and Iran to negotiate, an extension or a possible just finale of the war, right? We have a 2 week ceasefire that was announced last week from Trump. This was supposed to be the nail on the coffin. Well, what we learned more about this today is that last night the meeting did not go well. President Trump says that the U.S. Navy will begin blockading any and all ships trying to enter or leave the Strait of Hormuz, which is, of course, near Iran. Any Iranian who fires at us or at peaceful vessels will be blown to hell. And this is, of course, following the news that, yes, unfortunately, Trump says that, again, there was a fall of negotiations when it came down to Iran and the U.S. So if we read this very quickly, it says, despite various initiatives from Iranian delegation, the unreasonable demands of the American side prevented the progress of negotiation. Thus, the negotiations ended. And this is from the Iranian side. The Islamic Republic said that there is no plans for further nuclear talks with the U.S. after negotiations brokered by Pakistan failed. No program, has been announced for the time place of the next round of negotiations, said Nur, Iran's Supreme National Security Council. The biggest thing that I want you to understand is that this is from J.D. Vance, who was part of the negotiations. And we leave here with a very simple proposal and a method of understanding that it is our final and best offer. We'll see if Iran accepts it. The collapse of the talks places the current fragile 2 week ceasefire under immediate threat. And that's why, markets overnight haven't opened yet. If I'm correct, that's around 5 p.m. Arizona time. With that being said, we can already see that it's having negative implications on the market. Because remember, we have a 2 week ceasefire. The negotiations fell through. Trump is now threatening based off of his Truth Social post. Feel free to read it. He is now threatening that he will blow up any Iranian ship that tries to block, peaceful ships that are going through. Iran runs that strait. So now it's really just asking for there to be some form of attack or another form of escalation. Based off of this, congratulations to all those that either shorted the market, that didn't believe in the meeting that was going to happen yesterday night, but also, most importantly, oil. You can see that oil is a really big concern right now for Trump because now he's talking about the same thing he said a few weeks ago when oil prices were skyrocketing. Oh, oil prices are high, but they're not that high. I actually thought that they would be a lot higher or this would be a lot worse. Again, he's trying to just make it seem like it's not as bad. Oil prices have gone up 100% in just the past 4 months for 2026. Oil prices are insane. They're the biggest contributor to our inflation report that was just released Friday of last week. So, yes, oil is having not only a negative implication globally, but in the U.S. as well. It's costing the average American 30% more month over month, which is why we saw such a huge increase in our inflation rate. The more that inflation goes up, the less the Federal Reserve is likely to cut rates. If anything, the more likely they are to raise rates. With that being said, oil is the big focus right now, especially for our LPP team, to understand that if this continuous escalation presents itself, oil prices are likely to skyrocket and oil overall markets are likely to drop. I know that, again, a lot of people were anticipating a reversal based off of how much we moved up, based off of no real news that was positive being announced. They talked about the 2 week ceasefire, but we could see that there was holes in the ceasefire already. They were begging to already attack one another, especially Israel. So again, it's going to be very interesting to see how tonight overnight markets open, but also how markets open tomorrow, and to see what Trump can announce to try to de-escalate or make it seem like it's not as bad for the markets to continue to rally. So please be very careful. On top of that, President Trump calls to impose a 50% tariffs on nations supplying arms to Iran, including China. War, tariffs, energy crisis are all coming together. Remember, we wanted oil prices down. We wanted no new wars. And guess what we got? The exact opposite when it came down to what Trump campaigned on. It's so sad. Nonetheless, again, why are markets likely to drop and why are markets or oil markets likely to skyrocket? Because the negotiations fell through last night in Pakistan between the U.S. and Iran. Would it have made a difference if Trump was there? I don't know. But again, he was at the UFC event instead. Nonetheless, again, we'll talk about this a little bit more in tomorrow's live trading session. If you're a beginner and you've never watched me trade live, again, it would be a very useful time for you to be paying attention to the market, but also be in tune with how it is that we break down the market and the series of different trades that we choose to take. Again, it's very overwhelming to try to digest everything, but it becomes a little bit easier when you do it with a team live every day at market open. If you want to check it out to learn more, it's the second link in the description down below. We have a huge discount link in there for you, and I hope you enjoy. You can sign up today and start watching me trade live as soon as tomorrow. Appreciate your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.